I probably became interested in veterinary medicine around middle school because my family did a lot of work with the rehabilitation. It was a wildlife rehabilitation center in Plano. That's where I'm from, which is just north of Dallas. And so I grew up with raccoons and possums, little babies, not the big ones, but raising them, pretty much hand raising, so that we could release them back into the wild when they were old enough. And so rabbits, possums, and raccoons, all kinds of wild animals, and we always had a ton of cats and dogs. Our family's just always been an animal family. So I became interested in animals at that point. And then when I was going through school, I always found that I did really well in science classes. And not so much math, but mostly just science. And I loved it, and I loved how innovative and creative you could be and the rules of science. And so that really drove me to think about veterinary medicine, because that's one place that combines the two for science and animals. And it just always interested me. So I pretty much continued all the way through high school working and volunteering at veterinary clinics, and then I chose to come to A&M because it's the only veterinary school in Texas, and did my undergraduate career here, and continued volunteering at animal hospitals and the animal shelter, and then finally got accepted to A&M. So that's how I got here. And then my main interest in veterinary medicine is probably mixed animal medicine. At least that's where I'm at right now. I'm only a soon-to-be second year, in between my first and second year right now. And I'm wanting to do mixed animal practice so that I can really just treat any animal that someone brought to me, and I could work anywhere in Texas, because I have no idea where I want to end up, what city, which is totally normal. And not everyone knows exactly what they want to do. And there's so many different options. You can change your mind 10 times before you finally settle on something. So my goal currently is mixed animal practice, and that way I can treat cows, horses, dogs, cats, you name it. Probably not exotics, because I have never been very good with them. Little pocket pets like hamsters, but pretty much any animal. And let's see, how did I prepare for my career when I was in college? So when I was in high school, like I said before, I volunteered at an animal hospital. My high school actually had a vet technician program where it was just to get you exposed to the field of veterinary medicine. So for each day, 2 hours before school started, I would go volunteer at a clinic, and I did stuff like clean the kennels, and got to occasionally follow the veterinarian into the hospital rooms and talk with clients, and really kind of experience every part of a vet clinic: the receptionist, the kennel, the vet's job, the vet techs. And I learned so much, and it just made me really passionate about the field and made me really sure that this is what I wanted to do. So then when I came to college, I continued that, and during my summers I would work at that same clinic, and during the semesters I would volunteer wherever I could here, which was at the animal shelter and sometimes at the clinic here in the school. And then I did a lot of volunteering with animal adoption organizations to just get hands-on experience with animals, and then got into vet school. And in vet school I've continued that still. So I still do help or volunteer work with animal shelters, and I work with vets throughout the year. So my experience in vet school. Vet school has been challenging because it's like kind of like college on steroids. You have a lot of tough classes, but the cool thing is that high school and college really prepare you for vet school. It's not a huge change, and you can totally handle it. And I would say the biggest thing is that everyone is a team in vet school, and we all know that it's rough. We all know that we have to study a lot, but we're all really passionate about what we're doing, and so there's a camaraderie that everyone shares, and it's a lot of fun. What's different from vet school and undergrad is in vet school everybody wants to do the same thing. We're all on track to becoming a veterinarian, and we all know that it's hard and we all have rough times, but we all are a team and we help each other through it. Whereas in undergrad it was more of you working for yourself, and everyone's going in different directions, and so you have to stay a lot more on top of things as an undergrad to make sure that you're doing the right, I guess, classes to get into vet school, because a lot of times you can get off track with that because there's no one there really guiding you. So it's more solitary. And in high school, in high school normally there's a lot of people to help you. I know in my high school we had an ag teacher that was amazing, and you can really look at your teachers and your professors in college as mentors and ask them questions, because they are always there to help you and they love to get asked questions. And so I've gotten some really great advice from people that have taught in the past, and then mentors. It's something to really use. That's it. That's all I got.